All right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here's a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, guys, let's jump into today's weather video. We have a lot to get to. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. Usually we go over the short-term and long-term forecast, looking days out, up to a week, 10 days out. Today we're just going to mainly focus on the short-term forecast because we have a lot to get to. We have a number of items we need to talk about. First, let's take a look at the radar picture, and as you can see, there's some rain showers here in south central and southeastern portions of South Dakota into Nebraska. Chamberlain, Mitchell, Wagner areas, there's some scattered rain showers currently, winter, and then down into O'Neill, Nebraska. There's some rain showers. Now, putting a loop on this, as you can see, it is moving in an easterly direction, so this rain activity moving towards the general area of Sioux Falls. We'll see if Sioux Falls gets any rain today. We'll put it in at a 10 to 20% chance. Not likely, but it is a slight chance. Also, the areas shaded in light green here, this is where we have non-severe general thunderstorm risk for our region. Eastern South Dakota does include Sioux Falls, in Minnesota, northwest Iowa, into Nebraska. Again, that is non-severe. That is just for general thunderstorm activity. So that does include our area for today. Again, just some general, few rumbles of thunder is going to be possible today, but not likely. So that is the forecast today. Now let's take a look at the temps. We got 55 right now in Sioux Falls. We got 55 as well in Mitchell. We got 54 in the cities, and then 55 in Marshall. And then into Iowa, we got temps in the 50s as well. 52 in Des Moines, 54 in Spencer, 52 in Mason City. And then into Nebraska, a little cooler in western and central Nebraska. We got 46 in O'Neill, 48 in Chadron, 45 in North Platte, and then we got 55 in Omaha. And then into western South Dakota, 46 in Rapid City, 46 in Buffalo, 52 in Spearfish. It is a little cooler in Custer, 39. 52 up in Mulbridge, and then in northeastern South Dakota, 55 in Aberdeen, 55 in Sisseton. Also up here in Appleton, we got 61 in Madison, Minnesota at 61. So fairly warm there. We are on our way. Temps today are going to get into the 60s for most of us. Low 60s in Sioux Falls, low 60s up in the northeast, mid 60s in Minnesota and Iowa. And then in Nebraska, temps will be in the 40s and 50s, and then 50s and 60s out west. Rapid City will actually be quite a bit warmer. We'll be near 70 in Rapid City, so pretty nice weather overall today. But things are going to be changing and changing quickly. Here is our first order of business that we need to talk about here. Turn the radar off, and so this is one of two main talking points that we need to talk about here. So this is something that we haven't really talked about much this year. We haven't really dealt with severe weather this year. Luckily, we have avoided it up to this point. But unfortunately, that is about to change. We do have a severe weather risk here. So the areas shaded in green, that includes all of South Dakota, most of Nebraska, into northwest Iowa, western Minnesota. Sioux Falls, Aberdeen, Pierre, Rapid City, all included in that. Marshall, Sioux City, Omaha, all under this marginal risk. It is a lesser threat of severe weather, but it's still there. Now, the areas shaded in yellow, south central South Dakota, so Pine Ridge, Winter, up to near Yankton, down to O'Neill, Nebraska, North Platte, Valentine, all included in this yellow slight risk, level 2 out of 5, and that's a little more heightened risk for severe weather. And this is for strong winds, large hail, so localized flooding possible, and an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. So that is your threats for tomorrow. So we'll get to the timing of that in a little bit, but did want to just let you guys know about this. This is for, again, tomorrow night. Again, severe weather risk in there. And then on Monday, this is a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more extreme, a little bit more severe. So what we have here is a day 3 risk for Monday from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. So what we're looking at here, we have the green, which, kind of Aberdeen, kind of just west of the James River Valley is kind of the cutoff here. And then east of the James River, Sioux Falls, I-29 corridor, Sioux City is in a slight risk. So that is, again, a little bit stronger risk, and then an even worse risk in orange. That is where we have an enhanced risk. That is for southwest Minnesota into central and northeastern Minnesota, and then into western Iowa, and then into far eastern Nebraska to include Omaha, Spencer, Iowa, Marshall. You guys are Minneapolis area, is St. Cloud, all in that enhanced risk. And then there's a moderate risk, level 4 out of 5, which is extremely high. There's only one level above it. This is a very severe outlook here. Minneapolis, Rochester, Mankato, Fort Dodge, Des Moines, basically central and northeastern Iowa into Wisconsin, and then southeast of Minnesota, all included in this moderate risk of severe weather. This is the worst of the risk. We are looking at a very likely severe weather outbreak, unfortunately, on Monday. 45 hatched risk here, Minneapolis down to Des Moines over into Wisconsin. So that is your severe weather risk, and unfortunately it includes our coverage area, and something that we are going to be on top of on Monday. So that is the big weather day. So we will be fully staffed here. I'll be here in the studio with you guys, providing you guys live coverage, more than likely here. We will have chasers out in the field on Monday as well. So AJ and his team will be out chasing on Monday, and Braden will also be out chasing as well. So that is the setup for Monday. Now again, all modes are on the table here: large hail, strong damaging winds, and tornadoes. Actually, in fact, some could be on the strong side as well. So we could see some intense strong tornadoes possible on Monday. Again, mainly for Minnesota and Iowa into Wisconsin. But some of this could leak into South Dakota and Nebraska a little bit. So that is your risk map. And unfortunately, it includes us on this for Monday. That is the main situation here that we need to talk about it. So again, make sure you are prepared. You have a safety plan in place, a weather safety plan. Be sure when you're, again, a watch means that there is, the ingredients are out there and capable of producing severe weather. Most likely there will be tornado watches on Monday. So what that means conditions are favorable for tornadoes to form. Doesn't mean that there's going to be a tornado in your area. It just means that if you're under a tornado watch, again, it means that conditions are favorable for tornadoes. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Now, a tornado warning obviously is different. That means that you're in a small, you're in a small box. That means that there is a storm capable of producing a tornado or already producing a tornado heading towards your area. So again, that's a much smaller area than a state. So again, have a safety plan in place. If you're under a tornado warning, be sure to be at the lowest floor, away from windows, mattress, helmet, shoes, things like that, a blanket or Maybe food and water in the basement would be beneficial. Just kind of a number of things. For more, you could go on the National Weather Service website. They have a lot more information. You can just do some research. It's everybody has the internet now. You can look up a lot of different things. There is some, you got to be careful though, 'cause there is a lot of misinformation out there. But best judgment for everybody. But again, Monday is the main risk. We cannot stress this enough. This is going to be, this could be a pretty major event, unfortunately. So that is the latest there that we have on this. Let's run through your 10 days and we'll get out of here. Now let's hear a brief word from our sponsors at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
Alright, so as we play this model run out for you guys, so let's take a look. The rest of today, again, we just have those rain showers in eastern South Dakota, eastern Nebraska, and then by tomorrow, as you see, that rain will clear out into Minnesota, Wisconsin, move out of our area. And then that low pressure comes in to western South Dakota by Sunday. And as you can see, by the afternoon tomorrow, not seeing anything yet. Looks like tomorrow night's setup is going to be more of an evening type overnight situation of thunderstorms. And as you can see there by the Sunday night, we start to see that thunderstorm activity in southwestern South Dakota out near Rapid City, and then that kind of moves north, and more thunderstorm activity up in North Dakota by Sunday night into Monday morning, and kind of goes towards the Mulbridge area by early Monday morning with some thunderstorm activity there, and then that will kind of be the end there for that Sunday system. Again, it's more going to depend on if thunderstorms could actually develop. There probably will be a cap tomorrow, limiting storms until the evening hours, and based on the latest HRRR model, not really seeing a whole lot there, but again, it is only a slight risk anyway. So we'll see what happens. We'll be here as always. We'll be staffed, but it looks like Monday is much more significant according to everything on the model runs. And then as we go towards, let's look at the Monday setup, and as you can see, by Monday afternoon, that low pressure kind of over eastern South Dakota there, and then by Monday afternoon, again, those storms fire up in northwest Iowa. Looks like it's going to be kind of an area to watch. Would be northwest Iowa, southern Minnesota. Looks to be the most probable area of severe weather activity. And again, with that moderate risk east of Sioux Falls that I showed earlier, kind of illustrating that. So also I do want to mention on the back side of this system, there could also be some snow showers as well out in western South Dakota up into North Dakota, as you can see here. That is certainly on the table. Looking at another model run here, showing you guys a little bit different picture. Would be Monday afternoon, that low pressure again in eastern South Dakota, and thunderstorm activity firing up along that low, kind of in eastern South Dakota, Aberdeen, Huron, near Sioux Falls. And if this plays out, there supercells could be certainly possible in these areas as well. So, and then that will obviously move into Minnesota and Iowa by the evening hours, and then things will clear out after that. But again, this also does show that there could be some snow showers near the Black Hills area, an area to watch there for possible snow. So, it's usually typical for spring systems. We get severe weather in the east, we get snow out in the west, so it's kind of usually a typical March, April type setup. So that is what we're seeing on the model runs. Now, let's wrap it up here with your 10 days. All right, so that is the latest here from T-Storm Chasers. Again, we'll be fully staffed covering this weather tomorrow, and then as well on Monday. We will have AJ, Braden, the usual team will be together, and we will bring you guys the latest as we get it. We'll continue to provide you guys updates, and continue to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and YouTube. Weather video. We'll be back tomorrow with the video, and that's the latest for now. Again, stay safe out there, be prepared for this, and have a good weekend.